Good morning. I am Tim. Welcome to Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. It's exciting. Oh man. This is a streaming of my workouts. I'm gonna be streaming this for the rest of the year, at least, if not forever. The goal, what makes I'm doing a body transformation. What makes this body transformation different from other years is that I'm not taking any sort of supplements. So no protein supplements, no creatine, no pre-workouts, no BCAAs. Just trying to get all of my nutrients solely from the food that I eat. I'm not opposed to supplements, so if you like taking supplements, great. I have no problem with it. I've taken supplements myself. I just don't know how necessary they are for my current workout goals. So, and the secondary reason is that one of my kids started preschool. Preschool is expensive. Cutting out supplements saves me at least $100 a month, so that's $1,200 a year. And this current economic climate, every little bit helps. So today we're going to be doing bench press and some chest flies, and if we get everything done, hit the abs. So let's get to it. We'll start by warming up with 10 pounders. One second. Just trying to get my other monitor working, make sure my sound's on. All right, sound is on. Here we go. I'll tilt this down just a little bit more. Oh, that should be better. That should Super excited going skydiving today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I my brother wanted to go. My little brother, he's about to graduate from high school, and he wants to go, so he invited me to go with him. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And my mom last night was like, well, just make sure it's like a safe place. This probably makes sense. I probably should have done some research. My little brother picked it, but then I went on to, I was like, I'll check out the Google reviews, and they were fine. But Vladimir was like, hey, but if someone died, would they leave a review? Would they think to go on there and be like, would their family go on there and leave a review? I don't know. I hope somebody would, you know, if it happened, but it looks fine. The only 1 star review was someone complaining that their reservation time was screwed up. I think there was like a couple of 1 star reviews, but there were one star review. It's because they don't do like the kind of skydiving that they wanted them to do. Who knows? Reviews are weird online. If you ever go on like Amazon, you read toy reviews, or just reviews for products. They're so weird. People's like idea of why you rate something 1 star. One lady rated. I was looking at these dinosaurs by my kids, and it's clearly one dinosaur, one big dinosaur. But she was like, "Oh, 1 star review. I got it, and I thought there'd be two dinosaurs because the picture showed two or kids playing with two dinosaurs. I thought there were two dinosaurs in the package. I was like, it's very clearly one dinosaur." I was like, there's a couch in the picture. Did you think they were also going to send you a couch? Like, and there was another one where I was looking at getting an alarm for one of my kids' bedrooms so they would know when their sibling was going in, because their younger sibling likes to go in and just pull everything out that they can reach. So it was like this children's alarm, and someone reviewed it, 1 starred it, and said was not clear that it was a child's alarm. This is only for kids! Exclamation point. Like, that's the whole name of it. The whole name says that it's a kid's product. Morning, Bowser. How did you how did you think this was an official alarm? It's very clearly everything about it says it's for kids. All right, just warming up. I'm going skydiving today, Bowser. I have gonna have some fun. Gotta set up the 65 pounds real fast. I like when it's like on Amazon. You're looking at the reviews. You look at the 1-star review, and they're like, one star. Like I didn't like the color. And they're like, it's a white like color, like, or they didn't have the color I wanted. Like, well, that's not a reason to give someone 1 star. Like, how do you not understand how this works? They should, maybe Amazon does, but give people like a tutorial on how to rate something. You'll see things like someone will buy a weight set and it'll be like 1 star. The box was really heavy when it arrived. Yeah, you ordered 50 pounds in weights. It's gonna be a heavy box. It's just how that works. One second. We just went from like cold season to where I had colds thanks to my kids. Now I'm on to my allergy season. One of these days, like just a season of clear sinuses, which is coming. By June and definitely by July, I should be done with allergies. That like landed weird in my palm when I went back. All right, that is the 65 pounds, 29.48 kilograms. I think. This is week 2 of the 65 pounds. Morning. How's it going, Collins? Jay Collins? says. Not gonna lie, squats with weights yesterday. Got my legs a little sore today. No pain, no gain. I mean, that's just how it goes with leg day, right? It's always gonna be a little rough. Um, my legs are definitely sore. Did a 2 mile hike with my kids yesterday, and my youngest kind of crapped out after the first mile, which is fine. They did 2 miles on Monday. This is like uphill, downhill, off road, so it's okay. I'm fine with them getting tired. So I carried them the last mile, which added around like 40 pounds to carry on my shoulders, and it's all like a lot of steep uphills. So that was a nice added bonus. I'll tell you though, one thing I've learned about leg day for me is consistency. If I'm doing it every week, it doesn't hurt as bad. And even too, like if you manage to throw in, like say you do your leg day on Wednesday and Friday, you throw in like just 40, start out with like maybe like 40 body weight squats. It'll help when you get back to Wednesday, it won't be as sore. I feel like the legs, man, if you give them a week off, they just the next 2 weeks later when you hit it again, it's just brutal. You just, at least for me, you just have to keep going. But yeah, no pain, no gain. All right, that's 3 sets of 10 with the 65 pounds, 29.48 kilograms. That was the goal, to hit the 3 sets of 10. And I'm gonna go ahead and do one more set with it. One more set of all I can do without it getting ugly. One of those things you gotta just keep going when you can. But don't go too far when you're doing a bench press and no one's around. If you don't have anyone to spot you, it's not an idea to go to complete exhaustion. All right. All right. 5 that extra. I'll take it. I'm gonna take 5 pounds off and go down to 60 pounds, 27.2 kilograms. Jay Collins, are you lifting today? All right, 60 pounds. Just did 3 sets of curls and 3 sets of triceps. Awesome, man. What do you do for triceps? Are you like skull crushers or do you have the machine? Okay. Or the bent over tricep extension. Over my head with dumbbells. Been over like you said. I don't know the exact terminology, just copy videos of other creators. Yeah, I don't either. There's been like numerous times where I thought something was called a certain thing, only to find out that I was wrong. Especially if like you're learning, a lot of like early on, I was just most learning from just other guys in the gym and from watching other people. Or from a book. Overhead extensions looked it up. Nice. That's cool, man. 6. I'm gonna move on down to 50 pounds. Going skydiving today. It's the second time I've done it. I haven't done it in like, I don't know, like 12 years. It's gonna be fun. I hope my little brother is the one that wanted to go. He's gonna graduate from high school. He wants to go jump out of the plane. So we can go do that with him. I hope he likes it. I liked it when I did it. It's fun. Like I said before, it's not as scary as you would think. It's very when you're looking out of the plane and you look down, it just looks like a picture because everything's flat. You're so high up, and it just doesn't look scary. I've been more scared of like jumping off of rocks, especially when you're jumping someplace and it's like, okay, you're gonna jump. Gotta make sure you jump out that way, and you have to make sure that you clear at least 4 feet. If you don't jump out at least 4 feet, you're gonna, smash down on some rocks. So you need 4 feet of clearance. That to me is like more intense than skydiving. Like I've been whitewater rafting since I was 5. I think whitewater rafting is definitely scarier than skydiving. I feel like the chances of drowning are greater. The chances of knocking yourself out on accident is higher. And when you're swimming rapids, there's always the chance that your foot's going to get caught. If you are dumb enough to put your foot down, there's always foot entrapment. This guy I used to know, I went rafting a lot. He had a friend who drowned like 2 inches below the surface of the water. Like they got him out, he was dead. They were able to revive him, but he talked about it like he's got this foot entrapment, so water pushed him back, and they couldn't pull him up, and he was just right there. He could see everybody trying to grab him, and just took a little bit longer. What's the craziest sport you've done, Collins? Bowser's back. What's up, Bowser? Bowser, do you do any crazy sports? Any crazy activities? Done whitewater rafting and rode 4-wheeler. That's about it. I think doing the 4-wheelers can be more dangerous than skydiving, depending on how much the drivers had to drink or how much you've had to drink. Is it on mute? Looks like the sound's working on my end. I think that's the dangerous part. You always see the videos where a bunch of people like jump in the back of the truck and the driver takes up the hill and the car rolls or the truck rolls and everyone comes falling out of the back. And you watch him like, those guys are definitely not sober. That's a bad option. I've done rock climbing. Done a lot of like, especially when I was younger, go down to the beaches and climb on the cliffs. That's always fun. Made a lot of bad decisions climbing on cliffs. There's so many times where you go up without a rope just for fun, and like I've gotten like stuck and not sure how to get down, and you're like barely clinging onto the rock, and you finally figure it out, or you finally do the thing that's like the most dangerous, like swing from one point to the other, stretch out super far. The most trouble I've ever got into was in climbing these cliffs down in San Francisco near the old bathhouses. I was young. Like I might have been like 14. And my brother and I were climbing this big rock. And he went up an easier route. I took the harder route. And I ended up just spread eagle clinging onto this rock with my fingertips. I just picked like the worst spot to climb up. And when I got to this point, I didn't know, and I didn't realize I was going to be stuck. So I was just stuck there. Couldn't figure out where to go, couldn't figure out what to do, and was barely clinging to it to where if like a strong wind had come, it'll blow me right off the face of this rock. Uh, and then I think it would have been a good like 20 or 30 foot drop down. Um, but thankfully, my brother had gone up an easier route and he was able to reach down and give me a hand up because I don't know what I probably would still be stuck on that face if it hadn't been for him, or I would just had to, you know, pushed off and tried to clear the area and hit the sand, jumping off and hope for the best. 20, 20, 30 feet in the sand is not the worst jump you could make. Yeah, that was a nice thing about having a brother. I have one brother that's a year younger than me. My other brother is 19 years younger than me. But one is a year younger than me. Like we did a lot of dangerous things when we were kids, and part of it is like having a brother, especially because I'm the older one. It like spurs you into being more dangerous and doing crazier and crazier things. And you're always like putting yourself in bad spots. There was one. We used to live next to these hills that were cow pastures, and they were super steep hills, but they had like many like terraces on them or steps because the cows would go around them in the same path. So over the years, they created kind of like tiny steps. But we would ride our bikes up there, and my brother wanted to ride down this one like super steep hill. He was like, "Come on, let's do it." I was like, "All right, man. I'll tell you what. If you do it first, I'll do it. But you have to tell me if it's if it's a bad idea when you get to the bottom." It's like, "Oh, absolutely, no problem." So he rides down, and he makes it to the bottom, and he's like, "Yeah, man, it's all good. Go for it." Like, cool, man. So I take off down the hill, and like barely into it, it's just flying, and you're going fast, and you're also going down where it's like super bumpy, and just I hit this like small rock, and because it's already steep, when I flip, like I do a really good flip down, landed on my back, um, no, first I went head first, hit my helmet, broke my helmet, and then flipped over and landed on my back, and that was a lot of fun. But anyway, so I got to the bottom, or when I was done being in pain, my brother goes, "Yeah, man, I thought that could happen because I barely bent it down. In fact, both my hands came off the handlebar at one time." I was like, "Why'd you tell me to do it?" He's like, "Ah, because you made me do it first, so I wanted you to do it." I was like, "Awesome, thanks, bro." He wanted he wanted to see me get hurt. But that's what brothers are good for. Old Greg the man, how you doing? It's talking about brothers. How much how much fun and trouble you can get into with your brothers. Jay Collins says, "Damn, brotherly love." Yeah, my brother, my one brother definitely had a weird streak in him when it came to seeing me in pain. Ah, Bob, body's all fucked up. How are you? I'm good, man. Doing good. Workout's good. Just switched over to doing some chest flies now. Got done with the bench press. Gonna just make sure everything's in order real fast with some lighter weights. Gonna do the 10 pounds, 4.5, 3 kilograms real fast. Just like to make sure everything is ready to go. I broke my left arm one time falling off the roof when I was like 15. I fractured my had a fracture here, but I broke these two bones all the way through. It looked like this, but like right here, like you could clearly see the break. And my mom at the time was working. My dad was out of the country, so it was just me and my brother. And I called my mom at work, and she asked like, does she need to come home right away? And they were doing a bunch of layoffs and firing out of work at the time, so I didn't want to make her leave to come home early. So I was like, nah, it's fine. I'm sure I'll be fine till you get off. And she didn't get off for like 4 hours. But in the meantime, I put it on the table, the kitchen table, and was just sitting there. And my little brother came like running through the room. And I asked him, I was like, "Hey man, like when you shake the floor, it really hurts a lot more. Can you please not do that?" And he proceeded to jump up and down in the kitchen as hard as he could for a while and bump the table and watch me wince in pain. He had never actually broken a bone, so I don't think he realized exactly how much he was hurting me, but he definitely was enjoying it. something real fast. I think I wrote down the wrong numbers. Yeah. All right. So this week on chest flies, moving up to 35 pounds. It's the first week of doing 35 pounds on the chest flies. Fix my weights real fast. This is the first time I've increased the weight on chest flies in a while. I still get weary of tearing my pec again. So when it comes to chest flies, it's taking it even slower than my bench press. I tore this pec at the anchor point, and it just seemed to me that chest flies was probably a good way to tear it again if I did tear it. So I've been very slow and very cautious about how I do it. But I think I'm ready. I'm ready to take the next step, and hopefully it doesn't tear. It shouldn't tear. Everything should be fine. I'm gonna be very pissed if it tears, though. If it tears, you might hear some bad language on my end. It was a let's see, when did I tear it? Then I think I tore it in 2022. It's been just over 2 years since I tore it, right? Let me think about this. No, I tore it in 2021, right? It was almost a complete tear. It definitely hurt a lot. It threw off my whole workout. I put on 46 pounds after that. It threw off all my working out. I couldn't lift at all. So here we go. All right. Well, didn't rip automatically, so that's good. No, the doc said that I tore it in the best place possible if you were going to do a tear. Doing it, he said, like doing it more towards the anchor point was better because if you tore it in the middle, it would just take forever to heal, and you would never probably get it fully back. So was very, very fortunate. And I wasn't even, this is the frustrating part, I didn't even do it doing like, I wasn't lifting when I did it. I was just doing push ups. But I did a very dumb thing of, I was trying to get to 300 push ups a week, or sorry, 300 push ups a day. And I was doing push ups 6 days a week. I had just finally gotten to 300 push ups. And on the third day, it it was done. But I'd done, I think the week before I was at like 270 push-ups, and I've been, almost only taking like one day off in between, and was also doing my regular um, chest workout. So I just wasn't. I think what happened is I just wasn't giving myself enough time to recover, and my body a chance to recover, and just jacked it. But I didn't know it would happen. I know that sounds dumb, but I thought push-ups was kind of like a throwaway exercise. Like you could always do push-ups forever because you always see things online where people are like, "Oh, I do 1,000 push-ups a day. And I do all this," and I just in my mind I was like, "Yeah, push-ups. They're like easy. You do push-ups forever, and there's no consequences to doing push-ups forever." And it turns out there are consequences to doing push-ups forever if you don't give yourself a chance to rest. So I didn't know that. I really thought it was like not a big deal. You know what? And I just realized why this was feeling so good because I took off too much weight. I was supposed to put a 5 pound on. So that's 25 pounds, not 35 pounds. Let's see. All that trepidation made me screw up my math. Man, I was so excited. Jay Collins says another streamer sensor is trying to beat the world record for pull-ups. Dude does a crazy amount every day. Yeah, I don't know how some people do it. I've seen people like they said you hear about people doing thousands of push-ups and stuff a day, but the craziest one is I think the pull-up record for consecutive pull-ups is like 642 consecutive pull-ups. But the record that I think is absolutely crazy is the 22 minutes of holding your breath record. 22 minutes submerged. It's a long time to hold your breath. It's funny is when I heard the record for holding your breath, it made me go down a rabbit hole
of like things having to do with air and how you survive. Um, and no, I found out that one of the things that Jay Collins says, 22 minutes, dude, is definitely coming out with brain issues with lack of oxygen. I found out later on that one of the things they do is they're sucking down like pure oxygen before they go down, and they've been doing like other stuff with oxygen before they go down, so that helps. All right, this is going to be the actual 35 pounds now that I've corrected my air. Now let's see if the chest cares. Okay. All right, that was the 35 pounds, 15.87 kilograms. And it didn't tear. So I want to do at least 2 more sets. Damn it, I am actually out of time. So one thing I have to like watch is how much I talk because I get pulled into what I'm saying and then I run out of time. All right, I've got to go. Gotta get the kids ready for school. Thanks for coming by, and hopefully all goes well with skydiving today, and I will be back on tomorrow. So thank you very much. Jay Collins says, have a good one, fellas. Stay blessed. You too, man. God bless you, Collins. God bless all y'all. Thank you so much. Bye.